What is it?
The stuff that dreams are made of.
Huh?
The mics are hot. Hi, guys. How are you? Welcome to At the Movies. I've got a great show because I got two great ladies. Ladies! I do. In honor of Jerry Lewis, I'm going to say that about 37 times tonight. And if you don't like it, too damn bad. We probably won't be seen in your country. I got two pals, two people I really admire and actually love. They're really good friends of mine. I have Mia. Mia Hitchcock is her nickname. I nicknamed her that from the Sarasota Film Festival many years ago when we met, because I asked her, I said, you know, she was there. Who do you like? She goes, I love Hitchcock. I said, oh my God, she's got hope. There's hope. We become close friends, almost family. I think in a ways we are family.
I think so.
So Mia, nice to see you. And it's Mia Hitchcock Martin
McDermott.
So it's like, so we're just calling her Hitch.
Yep.
Hitch for short. We got Roxy Baker. You guys all know Roxy Baker, who's my colleague and my fellow reviewer and film lover and lover.
Ooh.
Ooh. It's a hot show, guys. And Mia's usually on the other side of the camera. She's floor directing.
Right.
She does a lot of things.
She
I
has
have
to
Jay,
relax.
her other half. I would say her equal half and her good half and her married half. And I have Jesse over there. So we have a kind of a mixed up lineup tonight. And thank you, Jay, for being there. Thank you, Mia. And I always wanted to have you on the show.
Yeah.
You were on a while ago.
A long while
A
ago.
long while ago. A lot of stuff's been happening. You're over at Sarasota Trading Company. You're kicking it out of the park over there with Sarasota State Auction Trading Company. You're doing great work, you and Jay. Very proud of you. Our great friend Andrew Ford, Lathrop Ford. It's a fabulous place. And shameless plug number one. Because it is Halloween this month.
Oh.
The Shining. It's not in the best shape.
Nice.
I am going to start the opening bid tonight.
Yes.
For $30. We're going to see
that's
what the next
gorgeous.
bid is. So we're going to keep...
40.
Oh, that's good. See, you learned that from Andrew. Hold your bidder card high. But this is a 1980s. It's rough shape in the back, but it's a real original poster.
Hey, anybody that lived through the 80s is in rough shape.
Yeah, that's good. Where's the drummer? Bada boom. Anyone that lived through the 80s.
Oh, wow.
Oh, big boom. We got
it. Nice.
Charlie Watts did not. Charlie was 80. I just was realizing the Stones are going to be in at the end of the month, and Charlie Watts is no longer with us, the drummer. I saw the Stones in 1981.
Wow.
40 years ago in the 80s. So anyway, welcome to the show, guys. Thank you for being here. You guys picked 3 movies kind of each. Mia, I said, Mia, you want to be on the show? She goes, yeah. She's really going Hollywood. I go, you come on, pick one movie. She goes, 2. She said, pick 3. I said, this isn't Panera. Pick 3. Pick 2. And then so Roxy gave me some recommendations. One of them was the James Bond film.
Right.
Now, I'm going to tell you something. I think the series, I'm just going to say it, has gone on too long. If we're not unbonding him.
Right.
If we're making James too politically correct,
Right.
if he asks to have to kiss the girl, it's time to retire the franchise. I have not seen this movie. Have you seen it, Mia?
Not yet.
You've not seen it, but this is Roxy's pick. What do you think of Mr. Craig? What is it, Daniel Craig?
Daniel Craig.
Yes.
Daniel Craig, which we, by the way, used in a look-alike for a great Mars Vision piece that we did, selling a house for Joel Schemmel. Mark's in the booth listening. It was fabulous. You got a Daniel Craig look-alike.
Are you serious?
It was a 2-day shoot. It was fabulous.
Oh, my God.
And the Bond girl was hot. I hope you hate that.
How
because
hot was she?
She was hot. And you know what? She was very smart, and we hired her because she was smart, so it would be easier on my producer and my director, Mark. So that one's... But anyway, Daniel Craig, you like him as Bond?
No.
So the show goes down. Boom.
Okay.
Boom.
I like Daniel Craig as an actor, but he's too serious.
You want more Jerry Lewis, more lady.
Well, he was really good in that movie where he was actually a convict. It was like a bank heist. I should have looked this up.
Right, no, that's
before I
okay.
came. But he's a very comedic actor, and I feel badly when I see him being so
But
ultra
wasn't
serious.
it the Knives movie?
Knives Out.
Knives Out, but no, there was another one where
Right. I know
Adam
what
Driver's
you're-
in it.
A caper film.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
I'm going to say he's too serious with an A after the E,
Okay.
and then take off the S, and you'll get my.
Okay.
His ears are. But anyway, serious. Anyway,
You-
I like
You're
the.
picking on his ears.
I like the arc they try to do. I love Ralph Fiennes. He can do no wrong. And the new woman, whose
Yes.
name is.
Is she a good Bond girl?
I think so, Lashana.
Yeah,
And-
but there's nobody like the old Bond girl.
Lashana Lynnon
Yeah.
was good.
Okay.
So I appreciate it. Trust
Was it
me,
sexy?
I'm not enough. Not enough skin.
Not enough skin.
I'm
That's what I love
serious.
about
Not enough
Roxy.
skin in the game.
No Time to Die. This movie was delayed. Maybe it should have been delayed forever.
Yeah, they should have.
Danny Boyle was on this. We love him as a filmmaker, and he was changed. And the new director is
Three names: Kari Joji Fukunaga.
and he's a Asian director.
Yeah.
You've not seen it yet. From
not yet.
Roxy's kind of take. Let's take a film clip of this. We'll come back, and we'll come back for Mia's first pick. But who is your favorite Bond?
Sean Connery.
Oh God, Sean, isn't it? I mean, that's like a test for me. If you don't say Sean, it's like,
Yeah.
come on, call Sean Connery. All right, we'll go look at Daniel Craig in No Time to Die.
Bond, any thug can kill. I have to know I can trust you.
Well, I understand double O's have a very short life expectancy.
You are a kite dancing in a hurricane, Mr. Bond.
Is this really what you want? Always alone?
We used to be able to get into a room with the enemy. Now they're just floating in the ether.
When her secret finds its way out, it'll be the death of you.
Oh my God.
Target enough people.
And the people become the...
Well, that was easy.
No, it's a fun movie. Okay, it's worth seeing. There's one scene I loved where they're shooting at a car, and the special effects are great. But
Well, they should be great. In
I need
today's day and
more.
age.
I need more people. I need more bodies.
Jay said this charisma. Does he have?
No, not for. They didn't write it enough.
Yeah,
but they had 4 writers too. That's another problem.
But charisma is the thing that's not written.
Right.
It's either
But they had
you've
4
got it or you don't.
4 people writing is too
Oh,
many
I don't like
cooks.
4 people writing.
No.
That's not teams. The only time that ever worked, but they weren't all writing at the same time. They picked up the script was the Casablanca.
Yeah.
Was the Epstein brothers, then Howard Koch and
Right.
and,
Because Phoebe Waller-Bridges supposedly was one of the writers. There wasn't a laugh in this, and she's funny as heck.
So go see it. It's 163 minutes.
No, it's
almost
must see.
3 freaking hours. Unless it's Godfather 1 or 2.
It's fun. It's fun.
All right, you know what? Thanks, Ross doesn't usually No Time to Die except for that movie.
I'm like this. It's horrible. We'll see it. I mean,
Now, this is a film that it was probably going to not be in my purview. It was probably going to escape me. I love titles like this, though, and sometimes I'll just watch Mia's first pick, and this is because this is Halloween month, so this kind of works. Give me the title of this film.
Venom, Let There Be Carnage.
You sold that to me. Now you believe yes. So Mia, what is this film about? What is it? I mean,
Well, it's actually a sequel, and I didn't see the first one.
Oh.
But I really wanted to see this one because it has Woody Harrelson in it, and I love Woody Harrelson. So.
really?
Yeah.
So this is. I didn't think this was like a Woody Harrelson film. It doesn't sound like.
He plays Carnage, one of the bad guys.
Oh, Carnage is a guy.
Yes.
He's not like a thing, a noun or a verb. Or, he's
No.
like.
He's not something hanging on your skin. No.
Oh, yeah. It's like.
Carnage is a character in the Marvel comics.
Oh, so this is Marvel.
This is a Marvel movie.
Oh,
It's one of my favorite Marvel movies.
I'm marveling at choice.
Yes.
So what did you like the best about this film?
It was relatable because Venom, the main character played by Tom Hardy, he has inner thoughts, and I feel like everyone has inner thoughts.
Yes.
I'm sure you do.
Sure,
Definitely.
I had inner thoughts
And
Please tell us them right now.
on the way over here.
it was really funny, and I enjoyed it. I think it was probably my favorite Marvel movie. I don't think there was as much of the CGI and everything, so there was actually story to it.
Now,
in my
Roxy, you and your mate, we saw Joker, which is a DC,
Yes.
right? What's the difference between those two franchises? If you had to like say it in a sentence or two, are they similar? Are they cousins? I mean, they're
Well,
both.
they both make comics. One is just
Right.
better than the other. Marvel.
Oh, you like Marvel better?
Yes, I do. Although when it comes to movies, I feel like DC is more realistic. It's more human
Okay.
than Marvel is.
Where
and
did
I
you-
appreciate that.
Where did you see this film, if you don't mind me
I
asking?
saw this at Royal Palm 20 in Bradenton.
Which is like you need a map and a GPS and like some prayers
It's like
to get
15
there.
minutes from home, so I love it. And you have discount Tuesdays with AMC, so.
Is that the AMC one that's
Yeah.
hidden in that parking lot? That
Yes.
Once you're in the theater, it's hard to find the theater. Let's take a look at Venom, Let There Be Carnage, Mia's first Halloween pick.
All I ever wanted in this world is carnage.
Lady, we should be out there snacking on bad guys. I am a predator. I need to be free.
You have got to get control of your aggression, or you will get hauled off into Area 51. You live in my body. You live by my rules.
I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me. Please let me fix it so I can forget again. You are a loser.
Eddie Brock, I want to give you my story. People love serial killers.
Please, why me?
What's mine is yours, and what's yours is mine. I have tasted blood before, and that is not it. All I ever wanted in this world is carnage. I'm not a crazy man. I am vengeful.
Oh, shit!
Where you going?
That is a red one.
You need to come out right now. I will let you eat everybody.
Promise.
I promise.
Oh, yeah.
Betty, you feel like home to me. Like family.
Oh, wow.
You could just say I'm happy for you.
That was going to be us.
I am happy for you.
No!
God, I'm so sorry.
Not sorry.
This two needs some serious couples counseling.
Somewhere in all that stuff, there's Woody Harrelson. I heard his voice, and I met Woody. I've interviewed him, and he's a nice cat. I really like him. And Mia, you love the film. Your spouse was talking about better comedy. You think is in Marvel versus
Yes, definitely.
DC?
Yep, and DC has the better music, I think. Because Marvel, all the music sounds basically the same unless it's an Iron Man movie, in which case you have a lot more AC/DC, which I appreciate. Because I like AC/DC.
Sure.
But, yeah.
So this is a good family film. If
Oh, yeah, definitely. Your kids will learn a lot.
Yeah, I like the voices. I would go. I think this illustrates the big screen experience. I don't think you can see this on a small screen.
No.
You lose a lot, don't you? Thanks, Mia, for that pick. I'm Your Man is a film. You know, they do these films about like the technology and the robot and the perfect person and the. I'm asking you a question. Having seen this, being blind, having not seen it. Mm-hmm. Is it a time, and one of the reviewers asked, is it like, Okay, enough already, or is there something fresh in this one?
This is fresh, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
So-
it's much deeper. Like I saw
Tell
her.
us about the setup.
Remember her?
Her, right?
Her
Her.
was Joaquin Phoenix. Hated that.
Yeah,
by
you
the
didn't
way.
like her.
Well, because there wasn't a human being you could see. It was a voice. This
Right.
actually has a man. Dan Stevens is the actor playing the robot. So you feel already like, okay, this makes sense. He looks like a human, acts like a human. But it's the setup is a woman is a researcher and she tries out a robot sort of on loan as a research experiment, as a companion. And then she explains to him the minute she meets him, like, I really don't want a romantic relationship. I just want you to
Yes.
be sort of hang out with me. And so he says, fine. So it's beautifully done. Dan Stevens is the robot. Maren Eggert is the
Protagonist, the lady looking for Mr. Right.
right.
Just not right now, but later.
Yes, she's got some issues.
On her own time.
She's got some issues.
Okay.
Yes. And I thought it was very well done. It's a German film.
And subtitles.
Subtitles, but you get over that quick. Cause
So you got into it. You
totally.
went for the ride.
Yeah, and I suspected technology, so for me to say I liked
So
it.
you went for the whole thing.
I
That's
did.
interesting.
It was
Wow.
gorgeous.
I genuinely trust your opinion.
It's good.
95% of the time.
Yeah, it's thought-provoking.
There's times that we both have to say we're breaking up.
Right.
And Maria Schrader is the director, right?
Yes.
Maria Schrader.
Yes.
I'm going to get your review, your one-line review, and then I'm going to read something somebody else said about this film, see if you agree with it. But let's take a look at I'm Your Man. It's playing where? It's playing at Burn still?
It might be still there. If it's not, it's on their virtual for sure.
It's on their virtual.
But I saw it at the theater. It was
But
great.
it's a romantic. Is it a romantic comedy?
Yeah,
Is that
there's
fair
some-
to say?
Yeah, it's lighter, but there's some depth to it too. It's
Okay.
beautiful.
With technology.
Yeah.
I'm Your Man.
Hallo, ich bin Tom und ich würde gern euch den Trailer zu meinem neuen Film Ich bin dein Mensch vorstellen. My apologies, I'm Dan Stevens and this is the trailer for my new film I'm Your Man. Please enjoy.
Da steht ein Mann.
Ach der, das ist kein Mann. Das ist ein Roboter. Die testen mich, scannen mein Gehirn. Multiple Choice ohne Ende. Und was kommt dann dabei raus?
Dein Traumpartner ist ja schon für dich gebaut.
Pass mal auf, Tom. Ich bin nicht auf der Suche nach einem Partner. Ich gehöre zu den Leuten, die euch 3 Wochen testen und dann ein Gutachten schreiben.
Und an Liebe bist du gar nicht interessiert.
0,0.
Das ist etwas, wovon 93% der deutschen Frauen träumen.
Dann kommst du vielleicht selber drauf, zu welcher Gruppe ich gehöre.
Guten Morgen. Ich weiß nicht, ob es Ihnen auffällt, aber Sie behandeln Tom wie eine Maschine.
Woran liegt das Ihrer Meinung nach? Dass er eine Maschine ist?
Unterschätzen Sie ihn vielleicht?
Also, wie ist das jetzt mit deinem Schwanz? Das ist also der Schwanz, den ich mir wünsche.
Anscheinend.
Es gibt einen Graben zwischen uns.
Ich gehe jetzt zurück und dann werde ich gelöscht. Heißt es bei euch nicht? Liebe überwindet alle Grenzen.
Okay, we're back. You know, it looks interesting.
Yeah, I will say I just mentioned to you off air, it's sexier than James Bond, and I'm not kidding you. There's more...
Sexier than Bond?
There's more sex in this. There's more human... It's just more human. It's beautiful.
This is what's been said about this film. Rotten Tomato, these are just a couple... I just pulled these out. Maria Schrader's film takes the intersection of love and technology to charming and unexpected places. Do you agree with that?
Yes. And it's almost... The great morality in it, this doesn't spoil it, is that the robot almost acts more human than the human because of all of her issues she's got going on. And
that's interesting.
And it reminds me of a bookstore one that I work at.
That's good. One of our sponsors.
Quick plug. Clara and the Sun is a new book. And it's all about an AI companion. And you really get that in the book, too, that these robots sometimes are better relating to people than people are, which is sad and interesting at the same time.
That is sad, and that's poignant.
Yeah.
Mia, does that look interesting to you?
Yeah, it does. I think it looks really good, and I like Dan Stevens, so.
Yeah, he's cool. He's got that it factor. I liked her a lot on camera to see her.
Yeah.
It's Mia's pick now.
Yay.
I think we got.
I haven't seen it yet, though.
You've not seen this?
I'm gonna see it this weekend.
Now this is, I put it here, Mia, Disney, and the Muppets and a Haunted Mansion. Who could ask for anything more?
Yeah.
Isn't that part of the great Gershwin song?
Yes.
You guys, you and Jay, are big Disney
yes.
freaks. I'm just going to say it.
We are.
You love it.
Yep.
And I love that you love it so much. So Muppets are cool, and I'm working with Mr. John Moffat right now on his memoir. And Mr. John Moffat, in case you guys don't know who he is, not necessarily the news, comic relief, discovered Robin Williams, Larry David, worked with everybody, worked Ed Sullivan. I was getting to that, and there was Jim Henson was his good pal, and he's one of the good guys in Hollywood. And the Muppets are just like,
I like
they're
Muppets.
sweet, right?
Yeah, you can't get enough of them.
What do you hope to see in this? What do you hope to take away from this? Is this an escape kind of? I love the Haunted Mansion too.
Yes,
is
the
that what they're
original.
doing? They're going to
It's a remake of the Haunted Mansion movie with Eddie Murphy from 2003. It's basically a remake of it, but Muppet.
Oh, the Muppetized version.
Yep, Muppetized.
I love the Haunted Mansion. I think it's one of the great 7 wonders of the United States. I think that just going in when you see those ghosts in the car.
Welcome, foolish mortals.
I think
you know the words.
Oh, yes.
I love that. So you'll go there. You'll go and see this at a big screen.
No, unfortunately, it's only on Disney Plus.
Oh, why?
Because that's what Disney does with some other stuff.
Why is that? I don't like that.
I don't like it either, but
Come
I
on,
have
Disney,
to...
Walt. You got any juice up there, really?
Yeah.
You got to play this on a big screen, don't you?
I think
Don't
so.
you think?
That would be fun.
So it's called, what is it called, Mia?
It is Muppets Haunted Mansion.
Okay, let's take a look at it's all win things.
Welcome to the home of fear and fright, where not all guests survive the night. The lucky souls will live to tell, and those who don't will rot in.
What's the matter with you? You can't say that. This is a family show.
What are you doing? Welcome, foolish Muppets, to tonight's very special Halloween challenge.
We just have to survive the night in this haunted mansion.
Everything here will seem familiar, but your eyes may deceive you.
Whoa.
I'm mysterious. Now down, computer. Wait, turn it down. I can't hear myself think.
Take 5, everybody.
Where are you going? No.
Happy Halloween. This place is really haunted. Fiends, omens, and bogeymen. Lend me your fear.
It's showtime.
Usually I'm worried about dying up here, but looks like you beat me to it. Don't you have anything better to do than boo me?
Tough room. Ooh, indoor lightning.
Not a shrimp.
Close enough.
Shaka waka!
If by sunrise you fail this endeavor, then you must remain here forever.
I'm out of here. How did you... I could just eat you alive.
That's sweet, right?
Muppets Haunted Mansion, streaming exclusively on Disney Plus.
You know what? I wish I could see it on the big screen. It looks like a lot of fun. It makes me want to go to Disney and go to the Haunted Mansion. Is it still cool?
Yes, of course.
Look at the way I like
I'm sorry.
Yes. It's like dismissive.
How could it not
of me.
be?
How could you say that? You have not been in a while to Disney, right?
50 years.
No, it's not 50. Is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I went when it first opened. So do the
Maybe
math.
jealousy?
unfortunately. Yeah.
But you remember the ride.
I remember Haunted Mansion for sure.
I'm generally not a fan of rides made into movies, although Pirates was pretty cool the first. I don't like 15 of them.
No, it's too many.
And what's the I don't like The Rock and Jungle Crew.
Think of how great the world would be if that was the scariest thing we saw, though. Seriously, the world would be a great place.
Wow.
I mean, sorry. I know, I'm sorry.
Where's the record skipping?
I know.
What's a record?
That's the old school marm in me coming out.
What's a record? I want to thank my sponsors, Sarasota State Auction, Sarasota Trading Company, the great Andrew Ford, and the whole crew over there. One of the crew members is here today, Mia and Jay.
Oh.
And we do great things with the auction. It's right over here. It's coming up, not September. We're done with September. Like, if you show up for September, it's over. December 11th and 12th.
Yes.
Christmas time, we have great gifts and gift ideas, and it's fabulous. The wonderful Bookstore One, the great Roxy Baker and Georgia Court. Is she back in town yet?
She's coming back this weekend.
Wow, I'm gonna come over there
Georgia's
and
in
see her.
town.
And your car's still running? Good? Good. Eric, our friend Eric over there near the fabulous Livingstons. I want to mention two things too. Scene Magazine, there's Eric's, and he's great. He's a good Czechoslovakian. This is an article I just did behind the scenes, 6 sensational films that go behind the scenes, obviously. And this is Scene Magazine, 58 or 59 years or something. I haven't been writing for them for that long. I'm not that old. But I have been writing for them for about 12 years. Also, Lombo Key Education Center is moving at Temple Beth Israel. I teach film classes over there. And that's starting next month. One more not shameless plug. This is important. We did a show last week on the Florida Holocaust Museum.
Yes, that was great.
And this is just stunning. And I was talking with Mia. We'll probably reboot the show and do it. We'll go up there and do we'll get some video with David. Dave Myers, a friend of ours. This is sensational. This is the Shoah Project. Please, during the holidays, go and see this important exhibit. They had spent time with Holocaust survivors, spent 40 hours with each of them, and it's kind of interactive. It's really stunning. Never forget the atrocity of that. I think that's part of our education. It doesn't, it's not all about entertainment and film. That's what I love. I always put Steven Spielberg for Schindler's List, of course, for Saving Private Ryan, but also for the Shoah Project.
Yes.
That is the greatest testament to his greatness as a filmmaker.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of great filmmakers, Ingmar Bergman.
Right.
I'm going to mention his name. Woody Allen's favorite director. I would love to see this film with Woody Allen.
Yes.
And I would love to just see Woody, what he thinks about somebody who's really paying homage. Set this film up for us.
Okay.
And
it's about a couple who are both screenwriters. They go to this island, Faroe Island.
Yeah, that's where actually Ingmar Bergman died.
Yeah, they filmed it on his estate, actually.
Yes.
She got permission. And the director's name is Mia Hansen-Løve.
Right.
Mother Mia.
Yes.
And she talked about how, first of all, honored she was to be there. And she actually had to film it in 2 different years because of COVID.
Right.
But she didn't touch it after she finished it because she just felt like it lived in itself. She has a very purist
that's interesting.
idea. And it stars Vicky Krieps and Tim Roth, who, come on. Tim Roth, Pulp Fiction, the diner
magic.
Scene, he's amazing. It's going to be great.
He's magic.
Yes.
I see him on screen. He's not acting.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
And she, remind people, because Phantom Thread. With Daniel Day-Lewis.
And she played such a subtle but great role, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
she's great.
Yeah, that was
she's
amazing.
Special.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at this. I can't wait to see this film because
it's gonna be good.
I'm gonna give you a little tidbit. I had the great honor. I almost start crying now because one of my great friends, Jake Jacobson, and I've had a blessed life to spend time around the film festivals and stuff. Jake Jacobson was a friend of mine. He was a rotund, beautiful man who knew more about film, forgot more about film than anyone in Hollywood. Forget me, forget even Terry Porter from Video Renaissance. We spent one afternoon with the great Norman Lloyd, 4 hours on Lombo Key, who was a colleague of Chaplin and Orson Welles. But also, in a moment we spent with Liv Ullmann, who is one of Bergman's great protagonists.
Mm-hmm.
And I miss you, Jake, man. I wish I could bring you back and just hang out with you. This is Bergman Island.
So you know this island? It's kind of special, right?
Yeah, it's the island of the director you and Mommy like a lot.
Yep, that's it.
The
People come here to work. Students, writers, designers. Wow.
All this calm and perfection. I find it oppressive.
Soothing.
You know how hard writing is for me? It's torture, it's self-inflicted agony, it's blood from a stone.
Well, then, do something else.
Yeah, like what? Full-time housewife?
Well, it's an honourable profession.
Do you think you can't create a great body of work and raise a family at the same time?
At the age of 42, Bergman had directed 25 films. How do you think he would have done that if he was also changing diapers?
How's your thing going?
Pretty good, actually.
What's it about?
It's about how invisible things circulate within a couple.
Can I tell you about what I'm writing?
Yeah.
A young woman looks into the distance. She's about my age, or maybe a bit younger.
See, I have to tell you, everything is set up in that film the way I like it.
Mhm.
Everything. The protagonists, we like both of them.
Mhm.
The music, it's not pushing. You know, it's magic.
Right.
And I would like, there would be my dream date. That I wasted dating Woody Allen. Come on, Woody, let's go see the movie. It's Bergman.
Yeah, and the director was nominated once, 2012, at Sarasota Film Festival for a movie called Goodbye First Love. So,
You know, I might have
interesting.
even interviewed
You
her. I just
probably
forgot
did.
about
You
it
probably
because,
met her.
You know, because I loved that aspect. Like Greta Gerwig, I met her when she was just a young,
Yeah.
burgeoning film star, and now she's a great director. I really mean that, a great director.
Yeah.
I love her acting too. But
I-
this looks such a right. Mia, is this kind of film you and I know?
Yeah.
Jane, you guys see like date night when you guys pick a film for date night. What's do you guys rotate?
Yeah, I think so. I think we try and.
You're on the same page.
Sometimes.
No, that's interesting. Like, will you guys are you guys ever polar opposites on a film? Are you?
Sometimes Jay will see a movie differently than how I saw
Yeah.
it, because there's one movie we saw recently, Dear Evan Hansen, which I don't think either of you have seen yet.
Oh, no, she
Did you
wouldn't
see
let
it?
me see it. I was going to put it in the clips, and then she.
I thought it was really good.
You thought it was real good, and Jay was a murderer
almost
on it.
thought it was movie of the year, and then they butchered the ending, and he didn't like it.
And Miss Roxy thought it was a Hallmark movie.
It's kind of like that.
But it felt
Jay,
kind
are we
of
high-fiving?
It felt like warm and fuzzy. It felt like I wanted to root for this film, and then did they flub it up in the third act?
Yeah,
Maybe.
I think so.
Okay.
I agree on that.
So
I think it could have been better.
So you would go see this though, right?
I would.
Yeah.
And I learned that there's another movie called Bergman Island, which is a documentary.
Thank you
on
for that.
Yeah.
You told me that earlier, and I love
Yes.
documentaries.
And I also learned, which I don't know if I've seen much of Bergman or any of Bergman, The Silence from 1963. Apparently, there's parallelism between that and our next movie, The Shining.
Oh, that's it. What a wonderful,
And I think
what
I
a
have-
wonderful transition.
I think I have a slide. If we could put it up.
Oh.
You can see some of the different shots between both The Shining and The Silence and how
Wow,
similar. It's
look
very
Whoa.
interesting.
You did
Man.
some work, Mia.
Yeah,
Look at you. Case closed.
Deep dive.
Here's Bergman.
She just won the movie tennis match.
Wow. Here's
So,
Johnny.
The Shining, 1980, done by the fabulous Stanley Kubrick. I love the opening in this movie. The music, the main theme is just so intense.
Let's go take a look at that opening. I just want to talk a little bit more about Stanley Kubrick and Jack Nicholson, of course. Let's go to and Stephen King, of course, who lives here. So let's take a look.
I love that music.
God, that's so good. That's so good. You know, I want to do two things. I want to do a Bergman Film Festival, which would be fabulous, right? And have Woody Allen down here really tick some people off.
Let's do it.
Jack Nicholson, to get him in the bad mood that he was in this film, they only fed him cheese sandwiches for 2 weeks, which he hates. I love that.
I love that.
Scatman Crothers, who's the gentleman who Jack brought in. Slim Pickens, who was in Kubrick's wonderful Dr. Strangelove, which to me is top 5 comedy of all time.
It is.
Did not want to work with Stanley Kubrick again. They brought Scatman Crothers in, and they had like 90 takes. He was exhausted. The next film he did was with Clint, and he did like what Clint would do. All right, take one. He was like, it'd be done. So the juxtaposition of that. What a great choice, Mia. And you know what? Big screen. I'd like to bring that on a big screen to, to Lakewood Ranch Cinema or Cinebistro or something. Just you got to see these on the big screen.
Yeah. Did you ever see Dr. Sleep?
I did not.
You have to.
I did not. I did, but
That's
you know,
a sequel.
you talked about Bergman before. I have seen a number of Bergman, but just to see them together and watch how they play.
Yeah.
God, it was a great show with you guys.
And that's
tonight.
a film that is aged well. Meaning, I looked it up. Razzies. What's the woman's name? Why can't I think of her name right now? Olive Oil. I'm so sorry.
Shelley Duvall.
She got a Razzie, and so did Stanley Kubrick. And look at how profound the movie is now.
Oh, she's wonderful.
It just shows you, we don't judge in the moment like we do after the fact.
She's wonderful, and he's
oh my God, that's the best scene ever.
All work and no
play.
That's the best scene.
It's just so good, guys. We're gonna close on. It's 90 years. I love this time of year, Halloween. I grew up in Detroit, Michigan. There was a guy named Sir Graves Ghastly. He would come out of a casket. It was terrible stuff. And I close all the curtains and watch those Universal monster movies.
Right.
And this is one. Guys, it was so fabulous for you guys to be here tonight with me, and I enjoyed it so much. Mia, great job.
Thank you.
As always. Roxy, as always, great job. Dracula from 1931. The great Bela Lugosi. We'll see you guys at the movies. And go to your theaters. Go out. It's a lot of fun. We did Betty Davis over at Burns Court. We had about, how many people? 75, 80 people?
Yeah,
it was fabulous.
Well attended.
Nice.
Great job, Gus.
Betty Davis eyes. But go see Bela Lugosi's teeth. See you guys at the movies.
I am Dracula. A moment ago, I stumbled upon a most amazing phenomenon. Something so incredible, I mistrust my own judgment. Look.
Dracula. The very mention of the name brings to mind things so evil, so fantastic, so degrading. You wonder if it isn't all a dream, a nightmare.
Rats. Rats. Thousands. Millions of them.
But no, this is no dream. This is Dracula, the original terrifying story of a maniac and a man who lived after death, lived on human blood, took the form of a vampire bat, and lured innocent girls to a fate truly worse than death.
Dracula? Oh, what's he done to you, dearie? Tell me.
He came to me. He opened and banged in his arms, and he made me drink.